The next generation of Canadians proudly waved their national flag, welcoming Charles and Camilla to their High Commission ahead of the royal tour. These are the children many fear who'll have to live with the consequences of climate change. The Prince of Wales believes we need to take better care of our planet, and his status as heir to the throne, Canada's High Commissioner to Britain believes, can champion change.
Prince Charles plays an important role in the world in catalyzing action around climate change. He can be very influential in getting governments and businesses focused and committed.
Parts of Canada's northwest are experiencing heavy flooding for a second year in a row, and Prince Charles and Camilla will hear firsthand how it's impacting indigenous communities. The royal couple will travel more than 2,000 miles across the country, also spending time in Newfoundland and the country's capital, Ottawa. But Canada's past could come back to haunt them. Protesters toppled statues of Her Majesty the Queen and Queen Victoria last year over the discovery of unmarked graves of Indigenous children who were sent to residential schools in the 19th and 20th centuries. Meeting members of the Indigenous community will form a big part of the visit, perhaps with a view to avoid similar protests experienced by other members of the royal family on recent tours to the Caribbean. The Queen hasn't visited Canada since 2010. Problems with her movement means Charles is having to take on more of her workload. Richard Bethelson, who's helped organise past royal tours of Canada, suggests Charles should use this opportunity to connect with Canadians.
There is an ongoing kind of debate that's growing about the future of the monarchy as we do approach the end of this reign. People will be looking at Prince Charles and I think really assessing whether they can see him as the next King of Canada.
Prince Charles's great-grandfather, King George V, officially opened Canada House in London almost 100 years ago. It serves as a unique showcase for Canada's culture. The royal couple's visit to the Canadian High Commission was about celebrating Canadians in Britain. This week's trip is about celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee in a country that shares her crown. Cameron Walker, GB News, London.